Kamala Harris caught quite the ratio this week. One of the most epic ratios we've seen. People have never seen anything like this. 14,000 likes to 48,000 replies. So what did she say here? The people of Lebanon are facing an increasingly, that is October 5th, so this was yesterday, right? In the wake of what we've been talking about these past couple of segments, which is the devastation in the southeast of this country, not Lebanon. The people of Lebanon are facing an increasingly dire humanitarian situation. I am concerned about the security and well-being of civilians suffering in Lebanon and will continue working to help meet the needs of all civilians there. To that end, the United States will provide nearly $157 million in additional assistance to the people of Lebanon for essential needs such as food, shelter, water, protection, and sanitation to help those who have been displaced by the recent conflict. This additional support brings total U.S. assistance to Lebanon over the last year to over $385 million. Quite the tone-deaf thing to tweet out. So much so, the reason this ratio is as epic as it is because she got it from both ends. So the based people, our people, Omar Badar says, it's amazing that the cause of this humanitarian situation doesn't appear once in your tweet. Israel is destroying Lebanon. This is not a natural disaster. Stop giving Israel bombs to destroy Lebanon, and you could save the aid money too. Empire of Lies. Here's an idea. Cut off all U.S. weapons to Israel immediately. Sabby Sab says, stop lying. You sent the weapons. And on the right, you have N Wokeness saying, what about the people of North Carolina? And you have Greg, fairly viral right of center account recently. I hope you're talking about Lebanon, North Carolina. Dustin Grage says, read the fucking room. Yeah, you catch a ratio like that when you piss off both ends. So Kamala Harris there really uniting left and right, who criticized that tweet from different angles. You obviously have the hypocrisy that we are funding Israel's destruction of Lebanon. And so how dare you say if we have an interest in the dire humanitarian situation of Lebanon? And then look, the right wingers, they have a point too. It's tone deaf to be talking about all the money you're sending to Lebanon in a crisis that we helped create in Lebanon by funding Israel. Of course, they very conveniently leave that part out. But they do have a point of like, hey, a third of your country is literally drowning right now. An entire band of your country is literally drowning right now. And this is what you tweet out. Yeah, that's how you get it from both sides. That's like when Biden's motorcade rode through one of those towns. I forget the town. And you had the pro-Palestine protesters and the MAGA protesters both chanting "fuck Joe Biden" at the same time for different reasons. That's like this tweet. That's what this was.
Well, see, she is a uniter.
She is a uniter. That's right.
Yeah, that is that really demonstrates the position they're in a lot of respects, because they know that their policy in regards to Israel is deeply unpopular, particularly with a portion of voters that they're relying on in swing states like Muslims.
Right.
So they feel a need to say that they're doing something, but it's very much like the line in Apocalypse Now where he says, it was the way we had over here. We'd cut him in half with a machine gun and then hand him a Band-Aid.
Right.
This is very much that. We're funding the genocide, but we're also going to pay for tents. We're going to pay for tents. We're going to pay for some MREs for you guys. Right. I think they were just thinking about, well, we have to try to make it look like we care about Arab lives for any Arabs who still might be open to voting for us. And they didn't even think about how that was going to look in regards to what's happening in our own country. I have always said this with Trump. We go back and forth on this. It's anyone's, who knows? It is the bum fight in a phone booth. It's just these two repulsive candidates. Who knows in the end who the American people are going to decide is the lesser evil between the two. But I have always thought Trump is very lucky in his enemies. He has always been very lucky in who he has to run against. And if anyone could lose again to Trump, it's these people. But if anyone could lose to these people, it's Trump.
Right.
Please clap.